And welcome back aboard Blurry Force One with your boy Mo and your girl Polly. And this is the Supercast. The Supercast where we talk about all things superhero and our pop culture media. That's movies, video games, TV shows, comics. We talk about the news, do some speculation, all of that good nerdy stuff. And before we get into the podcast today, you know what to do. Get down there and hit like on this video. So we're in the post-Christmas glow, if you will. I hope that you all got exactly what you wanted, or a lump of coal, depending on who you are.
Or Krampus.
Or Krampus visited you and put you into a little snow globe forever. I wish he would. If that were real, I can think of so many people.
I don't know. Where did he get the thing about snow globes? I thought he would was eating people.
I just watched the movie. That's all I know about it.
No, I don't think he does that. I think he straight up eats people.
Yeah,
which is
I mean,
also cool.
People being trapped in their own little version of Christmas hell for eternity in a snow globe. I mean, that's pretty diabolical too. I'm just saying. But yes, this is the day we're recording the day after Christmas, and we're just kind of like enjoying this last day of, or I guess the last week of the year as we look forward to 2026, which is one thing we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the upcoming year's superhero movies and TV shows, and how excited are we about that. We're also going to talk about our resolutions for the
excited.
No, we are excited about it all because
wow.
But also we have New Year's resolutions. What are we going to be doing different in the new year? And of course, we can't not talk about the news. Yes, even at this late hour, there are some things happening, some really interesting things actually, and some other stuff that just doesn't want to fucking end. You know what I'm talking about. So we're going to talk about all that. But before that, Polly, again, Merry Christmas. I trust that you enjoyed your Christmas day.
Still enjoying it.
Still enjoying it, because you're Russian and Orthodox does Christmas into January.
Well,
is that right?
They do on January 7th. Yeah. But I'm not gonna celebrate then. I'm still celebrating now, and I'm celebrating. Till New Year's.
Yeah. Are you off work, or are you just like?
Yeah, I took like 2 days of work. Yesterday, today, and then like the weekend, which is my birthday is on Sunday. So.
Oh, that's great.
That all works together.
Oh well, happy early birthday.
4-day. Thank you. It's a long 4-day weekend, and I'm planning on resting. I'm not thinking about work.
So
on Monday.
Yeah, back to the grind, right? So you grew up having your birthday right around Christmas. Did you? Now, did your folks? Did they do the thing where you got all your stuff on Christmas for birthday and Christmas, or did they separate them out?
No, they did separate it. I always got like a birthday and Christmas, and then no, the other way around: Christmas, then birthday, then New Year's, and then another
second Christmas.
That's what we did. Yeah.
Nice.
That was really a good season.
Yeah, I always was like, man, I'm glad my birthday's not around there, because like, look, when I was younger, we didn't have much money, so if you were born around Christmas, you were liable to get it all lumped in one shot, and there was nothing special about it. So,
well,
fortunately, yeah.
We weren't like rich or anything. We're pretty broke most of the time, but still, like, I love that my family, they made an effort, and they still made it special. And it doesn't matter that actually like what you get specifically. Sometimes you will get something that you really wanted. Sometimes you would just get something nice, and it still counts. It still feels special.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The only problem though is that if you want to celebrate and if you want people to show up, they won't.
Yeah, just forget about it.
Yeah, they're all busy.
Well, that's cool. You got some cool stuff to look forward to. I mean, my Christmas was very low key. I don't know. Did you get to do much nerdy stuff? Since with your time this week.
Some.
So,
well, I did read comics. Of course, I but that kind of like a little prior to the holidays, I finished 2 runs, pretty much caught up on Moon Knight now. And then I started reading. I'm not gonna talk about it in my issues because I haven't finished it yet, but I started reading Supergirl, The Woman of Tomorrow. Started last night, and like really excited. It starts off on very interesting note. It's pretty awesome so far. And then I watched some stuff. I rewatched, of course, like I rewatched Hawkeye. I rewatched
Nice.
Christmas special. I rewatched Iron Man 3, and then I rewatched the Marvels.
Just
All was
that's
great and
that's
fun.
a super Christmassy movie.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, it's not Christmassy. It's just very, very feel good and nice and fun.
That's according to the Critical Drinker and Nerdrotic. It was woke trash. Are you telling me they're
Oh
wrong?
well, they are unwoke trash. So
Well, it sounds like you had a busy week. I did not get as much nerdy done this week. I was doing a lot of prepping for we had a potluck at work, so I was cooking and I'm just running around doing a bunch of stuff. But I did.
oh yeah, that cake. The cake. You showed the
Yeah,
cake.
yeah. You guys, if you
I
follow
was
me on
like,
social media.
you gotta be like really enjoying the people you work with if you cook for them.
Well,
Like,
fortunately, that cake
especially-
is really easy to make, so it wasn't a huge deal. And making mac and cheese is super easy for me. So it was like all the stuff I took them. Look, I like my coworkers, so no big deal.
okay.
Um, I did have on in the background a bunch of Christmas movies as I was watching. I did go and see Avatar Fire and Ash, which is really good. I recommend you go see it. Not just because there are trailers in front of it you might want to see, but I enjoyed it. I think it's a good movie. Is it breaking much of new ground? Not really.
It ain't no Madam Web.
I mean, look, it's they are in the jungle, if you will, but it's not the Amazon. It's not breaking new ground. Look, it's a lot of the story beats are similar, but I think it's a really good entry into the franchise. Is it going to make $1 billion? It's definitely not going to make.
Probably yes.
It's not going to make the $2 billion. I think that what was it, The Way of Water did, but I think it'll do well, and that's worth seeing. So you should go see it. Also, I watched Stranger Things Volume 2 of Season 5, Volume 2. I understand you did also. In fact, me and my daughter, we binged it last night. It wasn't that much. Honestly, it was only about 3.5 hours total of total watch time. It was good. I'm enjoying it. They explain things. Look, they answer questions.
It's strange, and they finally explained them. That's good.
Yeah, they're all these questions. They answered them. Most of us were completely wrong about the nature of some of the things that we were speculating on. So a lot of people who are shipping a certain ship in Stranger Things are sad today. And I'm like, go read fan fiction. If you really want to see that happen, fan fiction exists, or go write it. But there are some things that happen in the show that I think really needed to happen. A lot of character character conflict resolutions happen because next episode is the finale. It's the series finale. They don't have time to be doing more. Will they? Won't they? Are they ever going to get together?
They won't.
Will they resolve their conflict? We don't have time for that. Next one is all about the action. So these 3 episodes were really.
Okay, so who do you think is gonna die?
Oh, let me see how I can say it without spoiling. The mystery character from the end of episode 4, definitely. They're on a suicide run anyway, so definitely. Out of the main characters, probably Steve and actually it's a hard call. From the rest of them are a hard call. I think who are safe is Holly and Delightful Derek. They're safe. But from the actual main cast, the one that's most like, and I'm gonna hate that if they do that. If they do a Bury Your Gays, I'm gonna be so fucking mad at this show. And for either of them, if either of the gay characters die, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, yeah, there's all these straight characters that can be sacrificed. You're gonna sacrifice the gay? Okay. And also,
honestly, the more I watched, I started thinking that maybe like they're gonna kill off. God, what is his name? I mean, I remember him as
which
Sam
one?
From New Mutants.
Sam from New Mutants.
Yeah. The guy that always looks
talking
like.
About Will? You're talking about Mike or Will? You're talking about Mike or Will?
No, neither one of the teenagers.
Dustin.
The older teenagers. No.
Oh yeah. No, Steve.
Yeah, no. Steve is the one.
Jonathan. Jonathan.
Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anybody's on the hook now, Steve is the most likely because they foreshadowed it, I think, in one of the episodes that he might throw himself at danger for something. So Steve's on the hook. I think Nancy's on the hook. Probably Joyce and Hopper. I don't think any of the main four go, honestly. But that one character we were just talking about, I think definitely. That in fact, there's a point in one of the episodes, and I was like, oh, they're gonna die. They're definitely gonna die. It's not even a question. I was gonna, but at least we know Erica will be fine. Erica, our goat, she'll be fine. And Vicky will be fine. But
who's Vicky?
Vicky is Robin's girlfriend. So Vicky will be fine.
Oh, right.
And Mrs.
I keep forgetting, like, they throw so many names at me. I remember their faces.
The redhead, the other redhead.
Calling each other by names, I'm like, oh.
Mrs. Wheeler's be fine. Ted Wheeler, Karen Wheeler, they'll be fine. Like I said, Holly and Delightful Derek are.
I remember those.
Yeah, the Nancy and Mike's mom. They're the parents. They'll be fine. And probably the kids, they'll probably be fine. But I'm gonna be mad if Delightful Derek doesn't make it out. Like, he's the goat. He was the goat.
I don't know.
he was the goat of Volume 1. So like, I'll be mad if he don't make it out. You plot armor everybody else. You can't plot armor Delightful Derek. Get out of here. We'll see. Next week, by the time we record again, the final episode will have come out. We will have seen it, and we'll be able to talk about it. One of our first things we'll talk about at the beginning.
We'll know who dies.
Yeah, I mean, by then the writing will have been on the wall. So, it's very good. I really enjoy this season. I can't wait. Can't really wait to see how it ends. Last thing is, I don't have any nerding on the budget this week. Well, I think I told y'all, like, Ross, the store that I go to a lot.
They don't allow you inside anymore?
Yeah, no, they kick me out. No, they slow down their shipments a lot the week of Christmas, so they don't really get much new. And also, they were kind of lame this year. I got a bunch of stuff from them, but not as much as I thought I would. So I checked 2 days before Christmas at all the stores in town. Nothing I could get. So I was like, I'm not even going to waste my time going up there. Now, I might go later today and see what's up, but I'm not expecting much.
I don't know if it counts, but I kind of did nerd on a budget yesterday because there was a sale on Steam. And it had the expansion to Spider-Man, Miles Morales expansion to Remastered Spider-Man. So I bought that because I already have the main game, and now I have this too. I
mean, technically it is on a budget. I've been looking at the Steam sales too, but I'm also looking at all the video games I have that I haven't played. And I was like,
look, one day.
Look, it's $3.
One day, you'll have a lot of free time.
Maybe.
And then you will play.
Like they have
you're gonna be disappointed if this day comes and you have all this free time and you don't have the games to play.
I have. It is embarrassing how many video games I have that I haven't played. They have the Dragon Age games on for like $3 each or something like that, and I've got them in my cart. I just haven't bought them yet. I'm still trying to make myself pull the trigger, but I probably won't. The only other nerdy thing I did, I just want to show this off. I put together this bad boy right here.
Whoa!
Or I can't. Like,
no,
I got to
snap half of the people.
I got to turn it sideways. This thing is huge. It's huge. It took me about almost 3 hours to assemble. It's really cool though. I got this for $8. This is one of my nerding on a budget wins. I think it's normally like $20-$30. Like I said, it took me 3 hours to put together, but totally worth it. It looks dope up there on my shelf, which is swiftly becoming just like my Marvel shelf. I think I took a picture and I have a poster with Marvel, MCU characters on it, and then I've got a bunch of like Marvel Legends up there. So it looks really cool up there. It's huge though. So I don't know. I have 4 more 4D builds to put together. I have no idea where I'm gonna put them. That like I'm so serious. It's like an X-wing, a TIE fighter, and then 2 Star Wars like busts. No clue where they're gonna go, but I'm gonna put them together in the coming weeks. So anyway, that's all my.
You're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean it's difficulty decisions, right? So that's all my nerdy stuff I did this week. So that means it's time for us to get into our news. The news cycle is slow towards the end of the year. That doesn't mean there isn't stuff going on. We're going to talk about the continued attempts by Paramount to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. I swear they're pushy. Also, we got casting news for the DC Studios casting a very important player actually, in an upcoming movie, and then we're going to talk about the debacle that is the Doomsday teaser rollout. It's not good. Like, it just isn't. We're gonna discuss what's wrong with it. Then, as I said, we're gonna talk about our most anticipated movies, TV shows, etc. for superhero things for the coming year, and we'll talk about our resolutions. What are we gonna be doing different, new in the new year? So, Polly, before we do all that, of course, we gotta do what? We gotta talk about
issues.
Yeah,
different
Polly
issues.
has issues. This is the segment where Polly talks about the comics she's been reading every week, which is, she reads a lot, way more than I do. So she read some things that she wants to share with us. So, Polly, go ahead and take away.
Well, it was actually a very long week, so I didn't read a lot of stuff. I didn't read everything that I was planning, but like I said, I started reading Supergirl, The Woman of Tomorrow. It starts off great, but before I did that, I of course had to finish reading about Moon Knight, everything that I could find about him. And last time I was talking about Jed MacKay's run, and this is kind of its continuation, because at the end of that run, of course, the main hero sacrifices himself, and he's presumably dead. But like always in the comics, he's only temporarily dead. He's gonna come back, and we know that. And it's not surprising in terms like when it comes to Moon Knight, it's twice not surprising as when you talk about any other character, because Conch is gonna resurrect him somehow, some way. So you just have to wait. But this, the first book that I read was The Vengeance of the Moon Knight. So it starts, when it starts, he is still dead, and it shows beautifully how his whole team, people closest to him, are living through it, like how they're processing their grief, what they do, how they do they expect him to come back, do they not? And it does build this tension really well, the fact that we know that he's gonna come back, but everybody else, all his friends, everyone he knows, they are convinced that that's not gonna happen. and they have their reasons. So yeah, it's a very interesting look at everyone who surrounds him, and eventually at him through their eyes. So that's very one of, I think, my favorite fragments of this run. If we take the whole run as one thing, then yeah, this is one of the best parts. It just keeps getting better and better, in my opinion. It's just growing and developing, and all the new characters, all the new additions to the team, they add something very important. And I think I wrote about like some of them. I mentioned Reese, who's a vampire, and basically she's 19 years old, and she's basically Moon Knight's main follower. He saved her life in the beginning of this run, and now she's very loyal to him. She's kind of like I keep comparing this run and Midnight Mission to the show Angel, because they're really a lot alike. It's just one really takes care and sees where the characters are supposed to go. And I mean Moon Knight's run, of course. So it's really very great. I do recommend it. And then the next is this ongoing run that is, I think it's still ongoing, called Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu. And again, it's a continuation of this whole story, this whole setup, what he does after he comes back and stuff like that. Still great villains, great arcs. There's always an issue dedicated to like each character that is not Moon Knight, but that is a part of his team. So it's a lot of fun, and it kind of, again, I think I said that before, it does feel like a TV show. It feels very natural. It's very easy to read, and it's beautifully drawn, by the way, too. So yeah, these are the things that I read this week, and I all caught up. I think that the last issues, either like intense or something like that. Anyway, since it's still ongoing, not all issues are released already on Marvel Unlimited, so I had to stop. It was devastating, but well, what are you gonna do?
But you've read all of the Moon Knight that's available. Is that what you're saying?
Well, not every single thing. I've read everything that's on Marvel Unlimited, except for some team books. Like I think I read Marvel Knights, but not West Coast Avengers, and not his appearances in other books.
Okay.
So his mainline appearances, yes, in his own story, yeah. Those.
All right. Well, it sounds good. It sounds to me like if you haven't already, you've got a here's my thoughts on Moon Knight Tumblr coming up very soon.
I actually did that, I think.
Well, was that everything up until like what you were reading recently?
I wrote I think I wrote the one about his Midnight Mission, and since this is my favorite iteration of Moon Knight, and it's pretty much my favorite run of Moon Knight, so yeah, that's all there. Really enjoyed it. Very complicated story of the character. Like some characters get consistently lucky with writers. Moon Knight is not one of those characters, but he's finally getting really, really lucky with the writer and with the creative team, and that is impressive. That's going to be really fun if they continue doing this.
Yeah, and I understand Jed MacKay he's on Avengers right now too. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
And also, doesn't he have isn't he spearheading an upcoming event?
I think he's also on X-Men.
Yeah. What am I? Because I feel like I read or saw something on social media that he will be spearheading an upcoming event, and I'm assuming it's Avengers related. Because I think it's run on Avengers coming. Am I wrong? I know it's run on Avengers.
I don't know. I don't know the specifics, because I kind of paused on my current ongoing readings, like of the comics that are still coming out, because I do feel like every time I start reading issue by issue and wait like for several weeks, it's the experience is different, and I tend to like runs really much more when I'm binging through the whole thing.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. Well, sounds like you guys should go read some Moon Knight, and also harass Marvel Studios, because seriously, what?
Yeah.
We need them back. So, all right. Well, those are Polly's comics for the week. If you guys are been reading what she's been reading, jump into the comments or hit her up on social media and discuss it. Just don't say anything nice about Reed. So, so with that said, we are going to move into our news segment. So, our first thing this week is we got the Brainiac. At least, and it's somebody I've never heard of. I'm just going to say it straight up. But James Gunn, what was funny about this is James Gunn got on social media like earlier, like was it last week or earlier this week? And he was like, look, all of this stuff y'all are saying about for sure this is happening or that is not true. Like this shit is not true. He's like, if you didn't hear it from the DC account or me, it's not real. That being said, he got on the account, and was this Monday? Well, it might have been Monday or Tuesday. He was like, hey, we have a Brainiac, which was funny because he had been saying like this stuff about, he's like, y'all don't even know if Brainiac is the villain in it. We haven't said who the villain in Man of Tomorrow is. We hadn't said any of that stuff. This is all speculation. And then he was like, but yeah, we have a Brainiac. And I'm like, come on, James. You could have just verified the Brainiac's in it. It's like, what you got going on? Cause that's some real. He could have been a politician. The way he's like.
I mean, I'm glad he's not.
Yeah, he's like He's like nobody ever said nothing about Brainiac. Y'all are way too far ahead. We're not. We didn't say anything about that. Then he was like, oh yeah, Lars Eidinger is Brainiac. I'm like, all right. That said. Yay, confirming shit we already knew. Like, everybody was like, because remember, he showed a picture of like the cover of the script, and it had a dude with like an exposed brain or something. It was like, you know what I'm saying? And we're like, it's Brainiac. Why you gotta play? Anyway, who the hell is
he can?
Yeah, he's that's the good and bad thing about him being terminally online is that he knows exactly how to like mess with us. That being said, who the hell is Lars Eidinger? Exactly.
Look, I did the work. I went on IMDb. I checked like where all the projects where he played, where I could have seen him. I haven't seen this man in my life. He looks crazy familiar. He really does look like I've seen him somewhere, but I have no idea. I have not seen this man in any movies I've ever seen.
He looks like if Paul Dano had like a distant cousin. Like he looks like real.
No.
He looks like.
I mean,
no, he's a German actor. That's been in mostly German shit.
No, not really. He played in Hollywood movies, mostly like a German scientist or a Nazi or something.
Yeah, he's a guy that.
He's definitely
like think about it. Think about who the prominent German actors we know. All 5 of them. They're
5? 5?
Well, is Werner Herzog? Werner Herzog.
I'm always
German.
Like, you never know because they could be like German, but then they could be from
Dutch.
Or any other German-speaking or
Germanic looking,
kind of similar. Belgium, like I don't know. Austria.
The other ones we know were like Fassbender and what's the guy's name? And God, his name is on the edge of my. Christoph Waltz, what's her name? Diane Kruger. So Diane Kruger, you would know her. She is as Teutonic as possible.
I know.
Yeah, she's super Teutonic. But Christoph Waltz was he was in Django Unchained as The doctor.
I haven't seen
You
that.
never. You haven't. Oh, how dare you? Go watch Django Unchained. But
I don't enjoy Tarantino.
oh, that's fair. But he's been Christoph
I
Waltz.
watched 2 of his movies.
Yeah, he's one.
Didn't like either.
He also Christoph Waltz was. He was in Inglourious Bastards also. So yeah, the number of German nationals that we know as actors that we know for sure they're German, not a ton. This guy, no clue who he is. I'm sorry, never seen anything he's in. If he had walked by me on the streets, I wouldn't have been like, oh shit, it's Lars Eidinger. I'd have been like, another white dude walking past. Okay, because I mean it feels. I don't want to say it's random. It's not random. If they cast this guy, he must have got something. I'm just saying we have nothing to go on. He's not a name. He's not a known quantity.
Oh, he has a name.
Yeah, he's not a known quantity, and also he's probably really cheap. He's probably really cheap to get him into this role, which suggests to me that the big deal here, they're not doing the Marvel Studios thing where they're just like, oh, a big name, let's go. They're like a talented person that nobody really knows. Let's do that instead. They're looking for.
Well, Marvel. To be fair, Marvel done that too a couple times.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they got Hemsworth, who had done stuff. He just wasn't like a name.
TV
right?
shows in Australia.
Yeah, he done stuff. He was talented. He just wasn't a name, right? Because was he in Cabin in the Woods before he was Thor? I think he was. He was in Cabin in the Woods before he was in Thor. Evans was a name, but like not a name. Like a bunch of people that like they do that. So this makes sense to me that like they got to keep costs down. They can't put a bunch of big names. Hell, Rachel Brosnahan was a name, but not a name, right? Corn Sweat, same deal. I mean, some people knew him, but not a lot. Like Nicholas Hoult was the only real name in Superman. So
and he was never really, a name.
He's definitely a guy that
he was like a name,
but like people knew who he was because of his body of work. But Corn Sweat, I didn't really know him, right? And Rachel Brosnahan, I only vaguely knew who she was because people wouldn't stop talking about the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So
yeah, I watched the episodes of that.
So, so to me, this makes all the sense in the world. But I have no excitement or, I don't lack excitement, and I'm not overflowing with it because I don't know who this guy is and what I should expect.
But it's nice that we know.
Yeah.
That he's gonna be playing Brainiac, so
yeah, so
it's something.
Hopefully he'll be in something sooner, cause that I can see. I mean, obviously he's already been in stuff, but every time when I saw the roles, and I was like, this seems like you're a side background character. Like you're a character that you come in, you say some shit, you're in a couple scenes, and then that's the end of seeing you in this show or this movie. So either way, good. This is dope. Love to see it. I'm sure we'll start seeing some screen tests, and because Man of Tomorrow starts filming within the next few months. I think he said April they're gonna start filming, so there'll be surely screen tests and like behind the scene, and we'll see what he looks like with his Gamora cosplay on, and we'll let you guys know what we think about it by then. So God, this is. I don't know if you ever seen the show. You probably haven't. The show called Lamb Chop, where there's a song called "The Song That Doesn't End." It goes on, and I feel like that's what we're getting with Paramount and WB Discovery. Paramount is just that guy that won't take a no. He won't just look. He's asked this girl out every day for the last year. And the only reason why she hasn't just put a restraining on him is because she's a shop girl and he's a customer. Now she's got to keep putting up with his bullshit. Because WB was like, look, we're not really with this. With your offer, it sounds good, but it doesn't sound like it's a good deal. So we're going to stick with Netflix. And Paramount's like, what if we give you more money? What if we give you more money? What if we give you more money? I'm like, nah. Like I said last week, it sounded like a house of cards, multiple investors, all sorts of like shit that wasn't guaranteed. It seemed unstable, as the board of directors of Warner Brothers Discovery said. That's why they were sticking with Netflix. Well, it seems yet another wrinkle has come into this, because now David Ellison said, Daddy, I really, really, really want Warner Brothers Discovery. I should, like Veruca Salt style. Like I really, really, really want it. I demand it. I'm going to sit here and scream if you don't buy me Warner Brothers Discovery. And Larry Ellison is like, all right, Veruca, calm down. I'll buy it for you. Now he's looking at Mr. Wonka, aka Zaslav, and is like, how much do you want for the Warner Brothers Discovery? All right, I'll give you. How about I'll put even more money on top of it? All right, that's not enough. Fine, I'll put my personal fortune up against it. And mind you, Larry Ellison is worth lots of money. Many multiple billions of dollars. So he's personally guaranteeing $40 billion of his personal fortune. He's personally guaranteeing it to make this sale happen. I think it's $40.1 billion. And so, as a result, now the board of directors is like, all right, I guess we're going to review this new offer and see if maybe this is the offer we want. So, it seems like the worst timeline keeps fucking getting worse. I don't understand how every time I think like it can't get worse than this, and reality is like, hold on, you haven't seen shit yet, because there is an outside chance that Paramount gets this, and it's all because a bunch of super rich oligarchs have decided to play games right now. And also let me also say, Warner Brothers Discovery ain't worth what they're trying to do here. They're not. There's no way, even with all the IP they have and all of the, cable channels and all this other stuff, the movie studios, everything they got. There's no way they're worth this much effort. There's no way that a person, now mind you, he's rich as shit. He's he might be worth. He's not worth it as much as Musk, but like he's up there. I cannot imagine a good reason why a guy that rich would endanger his own personal fortune for this to happen, unless there was something else in it other than just like, I own a business. There's more there. We already know there are political implications here. Excuse me. There's political implications here. The oligarchs are all banding together. They're trying to control all of the media. They're trying to become essentially de facto state-run media so that they can do Trump's bidding and shit like that. Because otherwise, there ain't no way that anyone will be there. Even the richest person in the world, like the last time a super rich person put up so much of their own personal fortune and then went around with hat in hand to all of the other rich people being like, come on, give me money so I can do this. Well, the last person that did that was motherfucking Elon Musk when he bought Twitter. And you see what the fuck he was doing with it. This shit is like I said, it's the worst timeline. It's a naked power grab to get media that are going to become propaganda pieces for the right wing and for Trump in particular. I hate this. Anyway, this just won't end. Polly, you've been here and done this, right? Right? When it comes to this sort of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the worst it's gonna get, or is it will get worse?
No, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get much worse. There is no limit to, like, every time you think that this is the worst, it doesn't get any worse. Like they used to say in Russia, every time this happens, somebody knocks from downstairs. So there is still, you haven't reached the bottom yet.
So you
happy holidays.
Yay. Our oligarchs, they're following a playbook you've seen before, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, the goal is to pretty much like take control of everything, of the media, of all the production of everything they can have, they will try to.
Yeah, it's what, I can't believe y'all making me cheer for Netflix, but I just have a feeling like this is, I think Paramount's gonna, I think I said this already, I think Paramount's gonna end up with Warner Brothers Discovery once they backed them into a corner. They do have a similar stipulation about, well, if this doesn't work out, we'll owe you $5 billion. So there's a big, I mean, the only people who are going to be happy about this are the executives and the shareholders of Warner Brothers. Because I think what's going to end up happening is the next round is going to have Netflix having to get more money, and they're going to turn to the Saudis too. Like this, there's going to be a lot of outside foreign investment that are going to have a major stake in what's happening, and that tells me a lot about the future of the media coming out of these companies is going to be suspect as hell. Like, we can't trust it. But oh well, the Snyderverse isn't coming back, so like, you guys that are thinking that, you can,
At least we have that.
yeah, I mean, that's on the upside. It's not coming back. So anyway, we'll report next week on the next shit that comes out, because this doesn't seem to want to end. It's like we're in the 7th level of hell.
But it's only 7.
Yeah, I mean, it can still get worse, but we're gonna keep an eye on this. We'll come back and we'll talk about it then. Last bit of news: Disney fumbles the Doomsday trailer. Boy, did they! Now as I understand, they're still doing multiple ones. I think this week's is Thor. So every week, supposedly, they're coming out with a different character trailer or teaser for the, for Doomsday, which comes out, of course. It comes out all the way in December. Interestingly, Dune Part 3 is coming. No, that's next year. That's for Secret Wars. But Dune Part 3, I heard they are going to keep. Or wait, is it this year? Wait, is it this year or next year?
Doomsday?
Dune Part 3.
Oh, Dune. I don't think it's this year.
Okay. It's okay.
I think
good.
it's next year.
It's next year. Okay, so Doomsday, it should be fine. That being said, they put out a little teaser, and remember there was so much hype. We talked about it, like all the hype, and people were talking about, is this a real trailer? And there was all this speculation, and then they're like, if you want to see the trailer, you have to go to the theater to see it in front of Avatar, the Fire and Ash. And people are like, okay, fine, I guess I'll go see it. Not that many people, but a bunch.
Like 3.
Yeah. I was going to see the movie, damn it. The trailer was just bonus.
I mean, I'm still unsure if I'm gonna see it in the theater, but the trailer didn't really give me any motivation. First of all, I'm not sure they're even gonna show it here, and second of all, it's just not enough to get me in the seat.
Well, apparently, people are saying the Thor one is longer. I don't know, but I do know that all of this hype and everything like that, all of the, we're gonna do 4 different trailers in 4 weeks, so go see Avatar each time. All of the whole, is this a leaked trailer? Is it real? All of that shit. There's so much hype, and god damn it, it was a letdown. Like, I'm so, you've probably seen it by now. I think I may have verified for you what it is.
It is. It was also posted on their official channel,
Yeah,
and
they
now
finally put it
in
out.
Marvel Rivals, whenever you go to the Times Square, it plays there.
Yeah,
All the time.
And
All the time. It never stops playing there.
what a fucking waste. I'm so, look, better than anybody, I am as in the bag for Marvel as any nerd, right? I've gone on record. The only thing I don't like that the Marvel Studios has done is Secret Invasion. That's it. Everything else, I'm good. I'm excited. I want to see this movie. I'm not particularly interested in being spoiled, so I'm not jumping up and down for all the trailers, but you get what I'm saying. I'm ready for this. So when they said they were putting a teaser in front of this movie, I was like, cool, let's see what they working with. You know, it'll be something to get me kind of hyped, but like, you know, and it was let me tell you, the most disappointing trailer I've ever seen Marvel put out. I've never been more disappointed by a trailer that they put out. And it's because it really was just a character announcement. Bitch, I already know Chris Evans was coming back. I don't need you to put this little, I mean, it looked like they were selling motorcycles more than anything else, or maybe they were selling diapers or something. I don't know. I'm Chris Evans, and I always use Huggies whenever I'm changing my son's diaper. Or I'm Chris Evans. I like a Triumph motorcycle because it's a rugged American brand. Also, I guess I'm Captain America. Captain America, you know, Steve Rogers will return in Doomsday. Motherfucker, we knew that. You put that on a chair. We know that.
Did they? They didn't.
Yeah.
No.
They said.
I don't think he had a chair.
They confirmed Chris Evans was going to come back for this.
Yeah, I forgot about
like a long time ago.
Honestly, I didn't really care if he does come back because I like the character, but well, it's not. He is not the main character in this whole story. It's not about him.
It's just, I was like, okay, all right, we already know this. So are we going to at least get some footage that like shows what he's doing? Unless his whole storyline is, I'm at home taking care of my son. This is, I'm not kidding when I say, I was like, what the fuck was the point of that? He didn't have a suit on. He didn't throw a shield. He didn't even do like in the posters where he just kind of looks in the distance like determined. He's just there. It makes no sense to me. That didn't get me excited. How would that little thing get anybody excited? Even if you're just
it was way more exciting when we saw the post-credit scene after Thunderbolts with Fantastic Four showing up in the main timeline than this, because that it did add some new information. It was interesting. It was exciting. It was exciting because it was before the Fantastic Four movie. Mm-hmm. It was exciting because it was kind of like a prequel to the Doomsday. But this doesn't really give you anything. It is a teaser. It is more of a, like you said, a character announcement. And I was pretty mad at Disney for, not necessarily for what they showed us, but for how they did it, because it wasn't a good idea. Most of us saw it on a like grainy, terrible quality somewhere randomly on YouTube or on Instagram or anywhere where people started leaking this teaser. So the whole thing, the whole anticipation was kind of ruined.
Yeah, it was. Let me just say, I'm like, y'all could have just not done this at all. Just don't do this at all, and we good. Or just drop this like on the Instagram and be like, oh, we're just gonna do characters. We're gonna show you a little small amounts of footage. But this whole, you got to go to the movie theater to see this. This shit was not worth it. Fortunately, Fire and Ash is good. It's actually a good movie. So if you were into the Avatar movies, cool. You don't miss anything.
I mean, is it better than the second one? Because the second one, in my opinion, was terrible, and I'm not sure. Like,
I mean, I'm not the one. I've liked all the movies, so maybe I'm not the one to ask. I like the second one, so I mean, what I'm saying is, there's no reason to do it this way. This was a huge fumble, and it's a lot of negative, engagement. Essentially, a lot of bad will comes out of this, even from somebody like me. I think this was stupid. It's just not worth the hype. This was not, they built it all up. And it was a dud. It really was. Like, I'm not mad about seeing Chris Evans coming back. I just think that they hyped it up way too much. This shit was not worth all of the stuff that went into it. And they had to have known that when they were leading up to that, that people were going to be like, what the fuck is this? I don't... Look, some people are like, yay, I'm seeing Chris Evans back. But everyone who already knew he was coming back, nobody's happy. Nobody's like, oh, this is awesome. The only thing that they think is awesome is they're like, oh, good, they didn't say Captain America. They said Steve Rogers, so they're not going to step on Sam Wilson's toes.
Oh, that's normal people you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's probably like a bunch of losers who are happy that Chris Evans is coming back, and they're like, oh my God, we can finally have normal Cap back. But
then they're probably mad because he's doing women stuff by holding his baby and stuff. He's doing women
like
shit.
Close to him in general.
Yeah, they're probably calling him Soy Boy or something like that. Soy Boy Captain America. Boy, they better do better than this. Like I said it. I think I said it last week. I'm like, I'm not going to the theater every week to see this. I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to go pay for a ticket just so I can sit and watch a fucking teaser. I will wait till y'all are done in 3 weeks' time and just release it all. Y'all, this it's not 1999. Look, it's not 99. I don't have to wait. I don't have to go pay real money just to see a fucking trailer. I'm not going to. Do better. That's all I'm saying. Like this, somebody who's marketing at Marvel right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Pretty sure it's AI.
It's got. I mean,
it's ChatGPT.
I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I'm no marketing genius, but I would have looked at y'all when they shot they cut that teaser. I'd have been like, what the fuck is this? Nobody's gonna be excited about this. Nothing's happening in the trailer. There's nothing happening. Like, you can't even have him throw a shield once. Just show him throwing the shield.
At his baby?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Show him farming.
I mean, anything. You could have shown anything. Just show him throwing a shield. Show him, hell, let me fix it right. Let me fix that entire teaser right now. All he had to do was put his baby into a crib, turn around, pick that suit up, and start putting it on. And you don't even have to show him finishing putting the suit on. Just show him slipping it on, and you see the front of it, and then he picks the shield up. And then that's it. But he doesn't have a shield, obviously, anymore. But you get what I'm saying.
Why would he put on his suit over his normal clothes?
I'm just saying, all they would have to do is show him putting the baby down, then going and picking the suit.
Taking off his shirt.
Yeah. Show him.
Then taking off his pants. Then putting on the costume.
Show him putting on, and then the last thing you would see is him putting the little...
Okay.
Thing
all
over.
of that looks cool and stuff, but like, is he just leaving the baby alone while he goes off to save the world?
Well,
I think you're not supposed to do that.
I mean, presumably, Peggy's there, but
it doesn't seem like she's there. It does seem like he came
work.
home. The baby was all alone at home, and he's like, "Oh, it's okay."
Yeah,
I guess it's fine.
There's a lot.
I don't know what kind of parenting they did in the 1940s. I think that it might have been acceptable then.
They kind of left the kid to crawl around and do whatever. You know, it's like a cat. You let him outside, they'll come back like when they're ready to eat.
Oh, he's gonna grow up fine.
Okay, so yeah, they could have done better. That's all I'm saying. We'll see. Look, once they leak the other one or they release the other one, we'll talk about the other trailers. But this just
who else is a terrible parent?
Well, Reed Richards. So I'm just trying to
obviously.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, are they hurting or helping themselves? Because I think this is a bad marketing move, and
I don't think it's gonna hurt the release. It's just not helping.
I think it may expose the fact that people really aren't dialed in. Like I don't think so. I don't think people are dialed in right now. But we'll see when Spider-Man rolls out later this year. That'll give me more of an understanding of where people are when it comes to the MCU. But right now, I feel like people aren't that dialed in. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll talk about the next trailer when they drop it. So that's...
There is a dog howling. Neighbor's dog is howling. So I don't know if you can hear that.
I can't hear it, but he's probably like, yeah, Chris Evans, you need to take care of your baby better. I mean, even as a dog, I wouldn't do that. It's like
Maybe it's full moon.
Steve.
I don't know.
It's like Steve Rogers. What are you doing? So
try better. Yeah, try to do better.
So that takes us to our main thing we're going to talk about today, which is looking forward to 2026 superhero projects, because it is stacked. I didn't really in my mind I was like, oh yeah, X-Men 97's coming out, and Lanterns, and Wonder Man, and Doomsday, and
then it starts piling up,
and then I realized, this could be. Okay, now I can't hear the dog. Very briefly. Look, that dog has very strong opinions about what's coming out in 2026, and I don't blame him, because I'm telling you, there's a lot. There is so much coming out. Let me see if I can do a quick rundown of it. So, this is all the stuff. This is just the movies. We're getting 4 movies this coming year. Supergirl is coming out in June. Spider-Man Brand New Day in July. At the end of July, actually. Then we got Clayface in September and Avengers Doomsday in December. 4 superhero movies this year. Now, of course, both DC Studios, they haven't ramped up to the point of 3 or 4 movies a year, which is good. Take your time. And of course, Marvel, they're ramping down, so they only put out 2, maybe 3 movies a year. So those are 4 good things. Spider-Man and Avengers, they're the big dogs this year, right? Last year was Superman and this year's Fantastic Four, Superman. Next year, Doomsday and Spider-Man are the obvious big dogs. But Supergirl, we've seen the trailer. Looks awesome. Clayface, we don't have too much more information. I think we may have seen a couple set photos, but not really anything else. But that's coming out for the Halloween season. Those are huge. As far as TV, this is where there's lots of stuff. And I'm sure I'm probably missing stuff. These are just what are the major bits. Wonder Man's coming up at the end of January. The Boys season 5 is in April. Vision Quest, I think, is later in the fall. I think it's sometime. It's like September or something like that. Lanterns is coming out in June. Spider-Man Noir, which a lot of people have forgotten about, coming from Sony, but it's coming out this year. They haven't actually set a time yet. Then we have the Punisher TV special that they talked about earlier this year. I think they finished filming it earlier this year. That of course spins out of Daredevil Born Again. Invincible comes out in March. Season 4 comes out in March. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 in March. Then we have, and I'm not sure exactly when, probably in the summer or fall, we have Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 and X-Men 97 Season 2. So, that's a lot. Like, if I'm looking at this right, almost every month has something. January, nothing in February, but March, April. It doesn't look like May has anything yet, but June, July, maybe August, September. It looks like almost and because some of these are running week to week, it probably is that just about every month has something in it.
Probably every week.
Yeah, it would be nice if every week, but at least every month you're going to get something superhero related. So, with that being said, what are we anticipating the most? What would you say, like, if you had to pick your top 3 things that were coming out this year?
This is so hard.
I know. Look, Ty, I'm going to say 3 instead of 5, so you have to make tough decisions.
Okay, this is not going to be easy because it's not. But really, wow, I'm most excited, of course, for X-Men 97. That's a no-brainer. That's definitely my favorite. Like, I'm always excited for X-Men, but X-Men 97 is my top choice, especially after phenomenal first season. Very excited. The second one is probably gonna be God. I mean, probably Doomsday, because it's the biggest Marvel movie and stuff like that. I'm very excited for all the shows that like are coming, the last one would probably be, I mean, probably Supergirl, I guess. Because again, very excited for it, but it's really hard to choose because Daredevil Born Again season 2, also very excited.
Right.
I can't just say everything.
That's why I said 3. So you have to
Vision
pick
Quest, also like Wonder Man, super excited. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I mean, it's easier to say what I'm less excited for, and that would be this Punisher TV special, because just Punisher is not one of my favorite characters, but I'm guessing it's gonna be interesting, it's gonna be good, and hopefully it's gonna be better than the show, because I know that like some people like the show, some people consider it quite boring. I thought it was a little bit boring because I only got through like 2 episodes or 3. I don't know, not much action, not much. He was a much better side character in Daredevil, in my opinion, than he was in his own show. And the other one I'm less excited for is The Boys season 5. But again, I'm a little bit over the whole gore and like violent thing, so probably less excited about those. But everything else, like especially like thinking of the fact that Jessica Jones is gonna show up in Daredevil Born Again season 2, like Clayface is its own thing, very unique. Spider-Man Noir, yeah, everybody keeps forgetting about that. I keep forgetting about that. Also very exciting what it looks like, what it's gonna look like, what kind of narrative we're gonna get. It has the potential to be the stylish thing, kind of like Werewolf by Night. I'm very excited to see that too. So yeah.
Well, I'll do my top 3. So I will let me say my third one is going to be The Boys season 5. I'm ready to see where that wraps up. How it wraps up, what's the disposition of that world? Because mind you, that's not the end of The Boys universe. It's just the end of the Boys mainline TV show. We still have Gen V running. We still have The Boys Mexico, and we still have the Boys Mexico, which has been in development for a few years now. They announced that they were developing this around the time of season 4 coming out. So they've been developing that. I want to say not Diego Luna. Gael Garcia Bernal might be involved with it. Yeah, The Boys Mexico. So you have Gen V, you have The Boys Mexico, and then you have
Vault.
Vault Rising. So you have it's not the end of the series. It's not the end of the universe. It's the end of the mainline series. So I'm really interested to see how that all plays itself out. My other 2 are just like yours. Doomsday, X-Men 97, and then Doomsday. Doomsday, I'm most excited for it because we haven't had an Avengers. It's 2026. We haven't had an Avengers in 7 years. So I'm ready to see what the hell's what's going on. It's going to be a big ensemble piece, of course. I'm excited for that. And X-Men 97 because it's goated. What do you want me to say? First season was flawless. I'm ready for more. And it's been way too damn long.
And we still haven't seen the trailer.
Yeah, like it's coming out. What is X-Men 97? They hadn't said when it starts, but
summer. I think it's gonna be summer because.
So, look, I just want to see more of it. We saw that little teaser or whatever that they had at one of the comic conventions.
That was leaked, and that's not the reason we saw it.
It looks dope. That's what I'm saying.
Disney, start releasing trailers for your project, please.
But it's 6 months out. I get it. It's too early to be doing press or anything for that. They're gonna wait until March before they start pushing it, which is fine. As far as the shit I don't really rock with, or I'm like, whatever. Look, I want to see all this stuff, but there is definitely one that I'm just like, oof. if it didn't come out, I wouldn't be mad. That's Vision Quest. I am the least excited of everything on that list. That's the one that has me the least excited. Look, I've elaborated on it before. Why? And it's mainly because the showrunner is not my cup of tea. The stuff he's done in the past, I don't really care that much for. And I'm afraid it's going to be member berries. Just like, look, Vision Quest is explicitly about a robot that doesn't remember his past. He's got these memories and doesn't really know how to contextualize them. So, and also they're like, oh, we're bringing back this AI. We're going to have this AI. All the AIs we've ever seen are going to show up in this. The only silver lining for me is we get to see Tommy. So that's, Tommy Maximoff. That's it. The rest of it is I'm unexcited for this. And mind you, I like Vision. I like Vision as a character. But him robbed of his personality that we've seen in the MCU, I don't know if I want to see that. So
I hope you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I hope we all are going to be pleasantly surprised. But you know what? we keep talking about the things that are coming next year, but there is still one great thing coming this year. This Tuesday on Netflix, we're going to be able to watch Madam Web.
Why? You know what? Why do you keep doing this to me? I feel like it was on. I feel like it was on Netflix at one time before.
I don't know. It's good. I just saw it today. It showed me. I was watching Stranger Things. It showed me that it's coming back. So.
I feel like it was just on Disney Plus and like.
No, I don't think it was ever on Disney Plus. I think Disney Plus just pretends that it doesn't exist, like you try to do. But I won't let you.
I keep hoping. I keep hoping that
it's gonna go away.
I keep hoping that it will go away, but but it's like herpes. It keeps popping up, and just when and it's irritating as shit when it does. So, ugh.
Well, it's like a happy herpes.
This, you know what? I think Madam Web may be my Reed Richards. I think it may be my I hate it. And the more I think about it, that's the funny thing. I didn't hate it when I first saw it, but the more I think about that movie, the more it pisses me off. So, thank you for letting me know about that. I will go out of my way to not watch it. So, anyway, those are all of that's everything coming out. Like, look, Lanterns looks cool. It's coming out soon. Awesome. Punisher TV special, I think it'll be fine. Who knows? Invincible, they're finally getting to making shit every year. That instead of letting 3-4 years pass between seasons. So
I forgot what was happening.
We're getting that. Clayface sounds awesome, and it's a honest to God different kind of comic book movie. It's not going to be a comic book movie in the sense it's a body horror thing. I'm with that. Wonder Man, they're dropping 2 episodes. They're dropping it all at once, and I don't like that, but it's coming out. So I mean,
and they also pushing like a lot of promise with Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor Slattery, the most important character in the MCU that isn't named Kamala Khan.
What they call it, anchor being.
Yeah, he's the second most behind Kamala Khan. We get to see more of his greatness. So, I mean, look, it sounds exciting. I'm ready, and 2026 is shaping up to be another great year for superhero fans. So, let's anticipate and get ready for all that stuff when it comes out this year. So that's all of our news for this week. No, again, and all of our featured stuff for the week. That doesn't mean that the fun has to stop there. Maybe we missed something. Maybe we talked about something. You don't agree with us. You do agree with us. You want to, I don't know, show us some love. You know what to do. Get down there to the comment section and leave your thoughts there. Of course, you can always hit us up. It's supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com, blurred_force1 on Instagram and Threads, super_not_funny show on TikTok. And while you're doing that, You know what to do. Get down there, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. All that good stuff helps to grow this channel, helps more people to see this podcast and all of the other things that we do on Blurred Force 1. And of course, couldn't do this by myself. I had to have my good friend Polly to come in and remind me about how much I don't like Madam Web.
In case you forgot.
And also to talk about comics and just generally, show all of the nerdy stuff that we are looking forward to. So, where can they reach you on social media?
core_mixed on Threads, on Tumblr, on what else? Instagram, and soon on Twitch. So definitely this year.
Sometime this year. You got a whole 365 days. We'll see.
That's gonna be my resolution.
So you guys go check that out. Show Polly some love, and interact with her. Go read that Moon Knight Tumblr. So that being said, before we head out for this final episode of the year, before we head out, I did want to do our Nerd Year's resolutions. It's the end of the year. We didn't get everything done we wanted to do this year. Didn't accomplish everything we wanted to, but we thought about it earlier in the year. And so it's time for us to think about next year. How are we going to raise the bar? What are we going to do, accomplish? What are we going to watch, play? Just whatever the case may be. I thought it would be cool to just kind of share that, put it on the record. And so at the end of 2026, you can be like, y'all didn't do none of that stuff. What are you? You said you were going to the gym every day. What happened to that? So, that being said, do you have any Nerd Year's resolutions that you want?
Of course.
All right. Well, so what are you doing?
Reading more comics is always a must. I will definitely try to get on, like I said, on Twitch and stream some of the stuff that I play. Play some more of nerdy stuff and probably get better at it, because who knows, I should. I play a lot. I'm just not really good at it, but who cares? Obviously, yeah, reading more stuff. I'm planning on watching more stuff, catching up on everything I missed, because I still haven't finished like Invincible. I simply forgot. At some point, I just forgot what was going on, and I'm planning on like keeping up with these things better in a new way, and hopefully, discovering more and more new stuff, more indie comics, more just in general projects. This is what I hope to do.
I mean, it's 365 days, more time and less than we think. I'm on with you on the read more comics deal. That's a hard one for me. That's a tough call for me, but I'm going to try. I squandered my my year subscription of Marvel Unlimited. We'll see if I can get it together. I also want to, I do nerding on a budget. So my plan is this: I'm gonna extend that beyond just buying toys to doing other things on a nerdy stuff on a budget, like where to get free or cheaper comics to read, TV and all that good stuff. Trying to save some money and letting you guys know how you can do this nerd life without breaking the bank, because I don't know about you, everything is going up. Everything is more like all of the streaming service, all that stuff is going up. We got to figure out a way.
And for salaries. Yeah,
it's tough. We got to figure out a way to make this nerd life a lot more accessible and cheaper to live. That's my goal there. I want, as far as the channel is concerned, to more content, to get back to the Infinity Rewatch podcast that I kind of let fall off at the end in the back half of this last year. I want to get back to that and try to get us at least into the Infinity Saga. Not the Infinity Saga, the phase 3 of the Infinity Saga. So I do want to get back to that. More content for the channel. I'm working on some things, basically just to get more active on this channel. It's been tough being a content creator without the drive to really make content. So I'm trying to do that. I would love to get us up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That'd be cool too. I might, if it doesn't happen, it's all good, but it will be fun. And just in general, learn how to be better at all this. But definitely, I want to catch up on a bunch of TV shows and video games and everything like that. I just need to know, does anyone know how to make a clone? Because ain't no way I got time for all of this stuff.
Probably Reed Richards knows.
I mean, Lunella did it, but it wasn't a good clone. I need a good clone. So
I need an evil clone.
But
never mind.
I was like, if I get an evil clone, I'm like, I'm already the evil clone. What are you talking? No, I'm the evil clone. No, I'm the evil clone. No, I think 2025 has been it's been a year. It's been
of evil clones.
It's been like living in the upside down sometimes. But we got a lot of shit to look forward to in the future.
Well, the weather is better.
Oh, I mean, for you, it is hot outside right now in December. So for me, I don't know about you. I don't know if y'all got snow, but we definitely don't.
Well, we have a snowstorm warning, but I don't see no snow.
None yet.
Storms.
But 2026, look, it could be a great year. And part of that is we're going to try our best to make it great ourselves with this this channel. So you guys come back to the channel, check out what we're doing here, get involved, shoot us a line. You got all of our contact info. Let us know what you want to see. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us this year. Come back 2026 is going to be dope. So until then, I've been Mo, your comment extraordinaire on all things pop culture, joined by my good friend Polly, and we'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.